Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at something a little bit different. We're going to be discussing the Alco wheel lock and a little problem I had. So stay tuned and we'll have a little discussion and I'll show you what went wrong. So today we're going to be looking at the Alco wheel lock and a problem that we had with it. A couple of weeks ago, me and Juliet were going away for a weekend. We came up to the storage yard to get the caravan prepped. We had everything set up, ready to go, and unfortunately I couldn't get the wheel lock off. The key kept turning in the lock to the point where it was an hour and I still couldn't get the wheel lock off. We contacted Alco. Sadly, you can't speak to a human being there. They seem to just have a voicemail and it's all frequently asked questions on the website, which is not very helpful. I then contacted my dealer, but unfortunately by the time I did get hold of them, it was too late. They'd gone home for the evening. But in the end, Juliet said, hang on a minute, didn't you take out the green flag from the Caravan and Motorhome Club? And I thought, well, yeah, I did. So we gave them a ring and I have to say they were fantastic. Within half an hour they turned up at our storage yard and the chap came in his truck. He had a look at it, looked a little puzzled at first, and then he went away, came back, sprayed something on the lock, which I'm assuming was a form of WD-40 or an industrial version of it. We left it for 20 minutes and hey presto, the lock came off. But what was shocking was the amount of rust that actually came out with the penetrating oil, which was, I was really annoyed actually, to be honest. The Alco wheel locks are quite an expensive piece of kit and this thing had rusted, so I was very upset, needless to say. So I'm just going to take you outside now and explain what happened and a little bit of preventative measure, especially if you're going to store your van for a long period of time. Ours was obviously stood over the winter, and a few tips at the end as to how to keep this wheel lock working properly. So come and join me outside. Okay, so we've got the lock off now, and as you can see it's clean now because I spent quite a lot of time cleaning it. But I have to tell you, it was really rusty when I took it off. Okay, I don't know if you can see there, but there's an actual ridge inside, just by my finger there. And it looks like it would require some form of rubber grommet, which would help prevent the water from getting inside the lock and causing the rust. But there doesn't appear to be one on this one. And I took it off. So we're going to put it back on. Okay, I just briefly showed you the actual lock itself. I know most of you are familiar with it. But there's a little ring on the inside just as you look inside the lock housing. And it looks like it should have some form of rubber grommet there to prevent the water from getting inside. But unfortunately mine doesn't have it. And I believe that that's the reason why the water penetrated it. So just to say now, I've tried to contact Alco several times. And I've had no luck, to be honest with you. I even put it out on Facebook that I wasn't happy that you couldn't speak to a human. And also, I even DM'd them on Twitter. And likewise, there was no response. So, for me, it's a thumbs down for Alco. I'm not really impressed with the customer service. What I am impressed with, however, is Green Flag service. They were excellent. They came to us within half an hour. And within another 20 minutes they had that lock off for me so that I could then continue with my weekend break. Had they have not been in that service, I would have been probably flustered around and lost my weekend and lost money as well. So really, I am really pleased with the way Green Flag dealt with us, and we only took the policy out a couple of weeks before this actual incident, so they get my thumbs up. Well, the other thing I need to tell you is, we discussed it at the beginning, is these locks, it's metal on metal. So as a preventative measure, I would suggest that when you've got your van stored for a period of time, is you come up to your van and you unlock it, check that it's not started to corrode, and also perhaps put a bit of WD-40 on it as well to just help the lock stay within good condition. They're the primary reasons for this actual video, really, is just to say to everybody, check your lock regularly and make sure that you've got some form of coating on it to prevent it from corroding. Well, that's the video for today. Thank you very much for watching. As you know, as usual, I answer all my comments, so if you would like to leave a comment, please do so. But in the meantime, I'd just like to say thank you and bye-bye. See ya.